So what if I told you that one of the most popular Sanrio characters ever has an entire brand personality that nobody has seen? But before we start, let's get clear on our definition of a brand and brand personality, right? For the purposes of this video, we'll define a brand as the way an audience thinks of you. So a brand personality is the way an audience thinks of your personality, right? What do you know about My Melody? Well, she's cute. She likes to bake. She's very friendly. And she's friends with Kuromi. And yes, you'd be partially right. But if you'd watched the shows Onegai My Melody and Netflix's latest show, My Melody and Kuromi, your whole perception of the character would change. Today, I'll give you all the historical context and how I would fix that. My Melody debuted in 1975, which means she has had over a 50-year run at this point, and obviously she's a breadwinner for the Sanrio company. She's constantly in the top 10, but it's been quite a few years since she has been number one, especially over the last few years where Cinnamon Roll has consistently won. I think it is clear he is not my favorite. He's adorable, but not my favorite. Throughout these shows, she's particularly ditzy in the best way possible and not the kind that's helpless. She just tends to help out the bad guy when she's just trying to be friendly. She can't really read the room. The entire show's premise is that My Melody is in trouble because she accidentally helped Kuromi escape to the human world, and now she's causing mischief. So My Melody is sent out to save the humans. On top of that, she's extremely calm, but to an unhinged degree. She will literally be sitting down and sipping tea while everybody's in crisis, and they're all depending on her to save them. And underneath all of that sweetness and cuteness lies someone who's brutally honest, but says things without understanding their entire context, often quoting her mom's absolutely brutal advice. And of course, if the occasion were to arise, like someone stating that they don't want to be her friend, she'll absolutely have a cry session on camera all about it. All of these characteristics shape My Melody throughout the series, but we cannot see this anywhere in any of her merch or off-camera appearances. And yeah, the argument can be made that historically Sanrio has used characters as a blank slate with no personality, so they can be molded to whatever the occasion calls for. Like Hello Kitty, for example, who doesn't have a mouth. This is all done so the consumers can project their feelings on them, which for a long time has been a very smart strategy and has worked in their favor. I mean, let's face it, they've earned billions. But here's the thing, My Melody is not a blank slate anymore. And in 2026, this strategy comes off as a little boring in comparison to other characters like Pop Mart's Labubus, who all have a touch of mischief, different facial expressions and hobbies expressed through their posing and through their fashion choices. So why can't the same be done for My Melody? The closest example can even be Kuromi, whose merch surpasses My Melody mainly because throughout her merch you can see her mischievous grin, her antics, and cuteness all combined into one. But why does this distinction even matter? Why do I care? Because first of all, I enjoy the character, and yes, I feel it's a missed opportunity that they haven't translated her existing personality into merch and events and video games, because even her appearance in video games is lackluster. And over time, I realized that aesthetics without a personality to back it up really leads to nothing and a lack of emotional connection with audiences, especially in 2026 when AI has taken over so anyone can produce whatever image they want to. And young adults are constantly struggling with the increase of prices and the incredibly difficult job market, making purchasing decisions much more selective, not only based on their aesthetic value, but also based on a personal emotional value that the person attributes to the product. And yeah, this is a huge company, but really, I love the brand and I hope the business lasts a long time. And if they want to continue to be established, they have to avoid dupe purchases and beat out their competition from a growing variety of characters that are becoming more beloved every day. We have so many blind box characters, and every day there's a new show that gives children what they want to see and an emotional connection to them. And the fix isn't complicated. It's just giving My Melody her personality back. I would love to see more products of My Melody just being relatable and showing off what makes her unique. For example, My Melody and her friends love to play baseball. That said, she's not very good.
I would love to see
a keychain of My Melody asleep. If you've seen Netflix's My Melody and Kuromi, you'll know she's a sleepy girl. But we barely get enough of her just being full out sleepy in her cute little pajamas. The sun is out and she is asleep. Or even My Melody quoting her mother. That, yes, can be a little controversial because her mother has said things like, never trust a guy who says he's going to do something because he won't. But little blunt advices that are both funny, ironic, and not necessarily true would really be a hit because you won't expect it coming from My Melody. And of course, I would also love to see more lore and world building in general from the Sanrio brand because there's so much they already have. They have My Melody's mom, her dad, her grandma, and they all have unique interactions within each other within the show. And they can be capitalized off so much more, from books to video games. We don't have to exclude ourselves to merch only. My Melody is an icon and I love the character and I want to see more from her. And I'll be honest, I made this video because I used to think My Melody was so extremely boring and basic. But after watching these shows and falling in love with her personality, I realized there is so much more we can build for her that will allow consumers to connect with her emotionally and keep the brand mainstream for a long, long time. And hey, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you want to watch more videos like this.